Hello. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing on this lovely Sunday? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Onion Broadcast. I am your host, the little onion that could. And it's time to talk about some lore. Where do we even begin? Cause like, goddamn, those world quests were very interesting. But before we begin, let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Soleil. Happy birthday. Hello, Zolo. Hello, Ciarla. How you doing? Hello, Rennies. Hello, Whittles. Hello, Heart Ace. Hello, Y. Hello, Luna. Hello, this Wagyu. Hello, Crony. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Ugh, seriously. It's just... I don't even know where to begin with this shit. Like... The Anne of the Narzissenkreuz was crazy. The Aqueous Tidemarks was crazy. The enigmatic pages. Like, where do we begin, y'all? Where do we begin? Goodness gracious. And then all the stuff with Ellinnes. Like, that was crazy. I guess, yeah, where do y'all want to start? What do you want to talk about first? Because goodness gracious. All right, actually, I'm going to do daily commissions as well while we get ready to have this conversation. Hello, Kirsten. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, Ahmad. How you doing? Hello, Jens. How you doing? Gen Z Dreams. What's up? Yeah, the world quests dropped a lot of lore. A whole bunch. Hello, Tosca T, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, y'all.
The wind knows me. Teamwork is trick.
Die. All right. How you doing, Anyan? How you doing? But no, like, actually, after I get done with my dailies, we're gonna pop over to that mystical magic dark space. If you know what I'm talking about. What is this? Girl, I don't care. I just want to finish my dailies. Oh, now I care. It's about a dog. Actually, now I give a fuck. We gotta find this dog. Hello, Lux. How you doing? I wish I knew which one to do first because I did it out of order. I don't even know if I did it in the right order. Because I started the Anne of the Narzissenkreuz quest line by accident. And then I just decided to do that first. I don't even know if you were supposed to do that first, though. And then I did the ancient colors thing. Or no, I think I did Aqueous Tidemarks after that, and then a Fontanian message, which is the quest after Aqueous Tidemarks. Then I did ancient colors. Oh look, it's the dog, and look how smart he looks. Sharp. But yeah, that's the order I did it in. I don't even know if that was correct. But I don't think it matters at the end of the day. At least, in my opinion, I don't think it matters. Yeah, they don't require an order. You did the one with Victor first, the quest with the guy by the statue of 7 in the city. Oh, you mean Virgil? That piece of shit? Yeah, like the quests are connected because it's really all about the same people. But like, there's, in my opinion, not a particular order you need to go in. You do the ancient colors first and then the one with the book? Yeah, there's a lot of names, no worries. When I did the Ellinnes quest, my mind was blown with how connected... Yeah, like, especially when you actually get to talk to Ellinnes. And he talks about all those people that had that fight. Basically the Narzissenkreuz Ordo and... what was it, the Maison Gardinage, or whoever was investigating them, which was consisted of Marianne and a bunch of other people. And then Ellinnes talked about a spirit of the primordial waters being there, which is probably like an Oceanid, let's be honest. It's probably an Oceanid, right? I think that's what the implication was. Especially after the Archon Quest, right? Because it's basically implied the Oceanids have something to do with the Primordial Sea. Ah, shit. Wait, I'm in the wrong place. Why am I over here? Oh. Oh, right, I had to destroy the Hilly Trail towers. Now I have to go do the last one.
Now disappear.
Alright, let's boop over here. I think the diver one is supposed to be first, Melazune second, and Anne's last, or Anne's last. But the order doesn't matter much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how I stumbled into it by accident, basically. And I was just like, oh, whatever, I'll just do the quest. Oh, thank God, another shrine. Let me get it, because I think I have a key. Is this the last one I need? I don't know. We're gonna see. I don't think it is, though. I think I have a couple more to get. By the way, what is this huge little space over here for? It was just for a puzzle, right? To get a Hydroculus, but this is a huge space. Like, are they gonna put a boss over there? Probably. Realistically.
And now I'll make it all disappear.
Perfect.
Just kidding. Fallen leaves adorn.
Oops, I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. Well, that was cool. That was quick. You know what? Lenny does a lot of fucking damage. And my build for him is basic as fuck. Hello, Kim. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that would be dumb if they locked, like, any world quests behind dailies. Because, like, girl, we should just be able to do them whenever we want. Well, with the exception of, like, world quests that require other world quests. Hello, Setsuna. How you doing? I am doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Yeah, like I have I have a whole bunch of stuff to do here because I'm not done with one of the side quest chains, I think. Related to, I can't even remember what they related to. But like I don't know. I'll go back to Sumeru eventually. Wait a minute. I saw a Sealy over here. Before I boop away, where was that Sealy? I know I saw, oh, there it is. Oh my god, what are people's thoughts on the Melusine near the waterfall in the village that said about us and Paimon? She is very interesting to me because she can see like the quote-unquote truths of the world. Also, there was another of the Melusine side quests, you know, about that potioneer who was trying to make like a truth sight potion or a true sight potion, and then that other Melusine was like, yeah, like potions and music have the same kind of foundation. They're both all about divining the truth from the world. And I found that to be interesting, especially since, if you guys know Remuria? Am I pronouncing that right? I feel like I am. Basically the opposite of the Roman Empire. It's basically, instead of Romulus starting the Roman Empire, it was actually his twin brother Remus. And it's being heavily referenced right now in Fontaine because that's basically the ancient civilization that you know y'all, we're going to that civilization. You know this, right? We're gonna learn all about the dragon Skyla, whatever her name is, or his name. And we're gonna see how Remus kind of put his people into golems in order to give them eternal life. Which is kind of interesting because I think Alain Guillotin was, well, Renee and Jacob may have been trying to do the same kind of thing with like putting people into different forms in order to increase their longevity. What did I do? Oh. So I can't wait to go down there. That'll be very interesting. Ah shit, I'm a pyro. I have a mono pyro team. How am I gonna break this? Wait, I can lead you to the water. Get over here. Come here. Come here. Teleport. Nope. Come here. Yep. Come on. There we go. Idiot.
Step right up.
Alright, let me go turn in my dailies. Hello, SJ Molly is sorry, I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but how you doing? Oh yeah, Seymour and Anne being connected, like, for real.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette.
Hello Hermes, how you doing? Hello Zoe, how you
Missing me
doing?
to death, I'm sure.
Did I fight the Hydro? Where is that? The Hydro Eidolon that has 3 million HP. Where the fuck is that?
Add Astro.
I fought the thingies underwater. Some of the bosses, like the 2 manta rays and then
Add Astro.
the big crab. But I don't even know where that Hydro Eidolon is. Somebody direct me to it so I can suffer. Yeah, the book with the Melusine quest, it was really... Oh yeah, that frog, Jack, he was funny to me. Yeah, there's so much lore, Did you do the Anne World quest with saving the princess? When you did you notice how Paimon got a headache again when they went into the domain? Oh, she did? She got a headache? Oh, goodness. I mean, it's kind of like... That domain inside the tower is kind of the same principle as the Chasm's Bed, a little bit. In that... Well, this one was like a repetitive dream. It was a samsara, so that's actually more similar to what the sages of the academia did to us. But yeah, it just seemed like a space that kind of just repeated. But it's because someone didn't want the dream to end. Someone wanted to keep dreaming about these adventures. The thing that I'm confused about, though, and that I want to know is, like, how did Mary Ann get her consciousness tied to that place? Like, what's the story with that? There's so much with the Narzissenkreuz Ordo that we don't know, which is funny, even though we got a whole bunch of information about them. So I'm excited for, like, the next patches that will reveal everything. Also, when are we gonna be able to beat Jacob's butt again? Virgil versus Lilupar racism contest, basically. I find it kind of sad that you can't go back to Mary Ann's little house after the quest. It was really pretty. Yeah,
This
it
is no time
was.
for distractions.
I kind of hope.
Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
Lenny, shut up. I kind of want to recreate that house in my Serenity pot. Cause like I haven't really built like a nice little Serenity pot, and I want to for Fontaine. I want to make one based on all the regions that are out so far. I also need a set to record videos in. I'm tired of like going to random places into that. Wait, you can go to the house? Where? How? When? Oh, you can glitch through it. Oh. And the dude who's an Abyss Lector, but not an Abyss Lector, what's his name? Jacob Ingold. Yeah. Which is interesting. So he was just able to, like, get the powers of the Abyss by consuming Ellinnes' like, flesh. Drinking his blood or something. And he was able to become an iniquitous Baptist. And by the way, he did this when he was a child. At least from what it seemed like. Like, him and Renee were up to some nasty shit. Wait, what do you sell? Herp derp, you sell produce. I don't need any of this. Yeah, it was interesting that Jacob said he wasn't a part of the Abyss Order. Which is interesting because now we know there are basically multiple ways for people to...
Hey, isn't that Charlotte?
What?
We're always running into her. What's she doing this?
Paimon, she's in the city. Why are you saying this now? What?
Paimon has a funny feeling that we might be in for an interesting time if we go check it out. Shall
What? No. No. But that does remind me I need to do Lenny's World Quest. I still haven't. Maybe we can do that on stream, actually. Apparently, Lenny and Lynette appear as children, which I want to see. Okay, wait. Oh. By the way, all my Prima gems are gonna be spent between now and version 4.2. Because I want Farina, I want Nuvilette, I want the ice thing boy, whoever he is. Whatever his, however you pronounce his name, the wolf boy. Who is like, isn't he like the administrator of the Fortress of Meropide? Which is interesting. Wait, did I miss one? I did miss one. Alright, let me go do that time trial up there. Hi, Mini Dewdrop. How you doing? Thanks. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. I watched a video where they were saying that Celestia wasn't punishing Conria, but was trying to destroy the abyss below Conria as they were becoming a nuisance. And that Marana was made from the taint of the abyss. Yeah, so here's the thing about Conria. And so I guess something we have to keep in mind. Everything we've heard about like the destruction of Conria by the gods, it has been from the perspective of Conrians. And like the Archons like kind of refused to say anything. Except for A, she was like, no, like the heavenly principles straight up destroyed Conria. But like as far as the curse is concerned, like the curse of the wilderness and then the curse of immortality, we still don't know like why the gods even did that. Especially for like the curse of immortality, like why do that to pure-blooded Conrians, only to have them around and then eventually be another nuisance because one of them would create the Abyss Order. Like, why not just make them all hilly churls unless they couldn't? But yeah, like, how the Cataclysm happened is such a freaking toss-up because we don't know. We just don't know. Because it seems like Conria was fighting against the Abyss, and it seemed like whatever they did may have been an accident, but then it kind of wasn't an accident because Piero was like, no, like the sages of Conria are the ones that did this. And like Ermin.
And now I'll make it all disappear. Just kidding.
But and now that we have the context also of the primordial sea, I'm kind of wondering if Conria was using water from the primordial sea in order to achieve the art of Chemia, which creates life. I'm wondering if those two things are connected, and they probably are, somehow, some way. Oh shit. Wait, what? What was that? It just... There was no puzzle or anything? Oh, whatever. Ooh, look, a chest. Yeah, there are a lot of German words in Fontaine. And it's because Fontaine is heavily based on basically a lot of Germanic tribes, which a lot of them influenced like pretty much all of Europe, but also the Roman Empire, which I'm happy about. Like, I'm happy that I guessed that correctly, but like it just makes sense that the Roman Empire would also be a source of inspiration because they were also heavily involved in the history behind the Germanic tribes and much of Europe because they colonized a lot of Europe. But yeah, like there's a ton of German words, French, etc., because all of these peoples are Germanic at the end of the day, or descended from Germanic tribes. Rather, I should say that they're descended from Germanic tribes. Hello, Fur, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, the Marana is basically forbidden knowledge slash the Abyss. At least that's what it's implied to be.
Follow the wind.
But if you guys have been on my previous streams before on that note, I think I've talked about once or twice what forbidden knowledge actually is. Because Nikita and Rukkhadevata, if you remember during their conversation before Rukkhadevata went bye-bye, they were talking about knowledge, right? And knowledge being the ultimate fate. So I've always thought, well, if knowledge is the ultimate fate, then doesn't that mean forbidden knowledge is a forbidden fate? So I've kind of interpreted that as meaning the world's end. Especially since Marana, like the R&R said it's equivalent to death or the loss of memory. The thing is, and I believe I've said this before when like the R&R quests were going on and we were in Sumeru. What if you were able to live in a world where you didn't, a world that didn't end? Basically, let's say that the world ended, but you were able to make it so that the world didn't die, or forget that the world died, so you could continue to live on. Now I'm kind of wondering if that's the case that Tivat is in, that the world has already ended, especially if you've read the enigmatic pages from Jacob Ingold and Renee. de Petrichor. Because they're like, the world is gonna end, but I'm kind of like, I think it already happened. And right now we're just kind of, we're kind of in someone's, the world has been interwoven with a dream, I think. And I'm gonna tell you who it is, probably Istarov. Especially if we look at Sumeru's Archon Quest as a parallel. Nilou was like the nexus of the dream that the Academia had chosen, but Nilou herself is based on the Goddess of Flowers, and who is the Goddess of Flowers paralleling with? Istarov. Anyway. Wait, okay, let me read comments. Did you go back to the Institute of Natural Philosophy after being forced out by the water? There's a book you at the end you can enter. Yeah, I found the Narzissenkreuz. The Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Or that the world's original set fate is changed when forbidden knowledge enters or forbidden travelers. Right, so like, well, I don't know. Jacob makes it seem like the world is like headed towards like destruction. Like there's no coming back. Like so far the cycle of everything lives and then gets destroyed eventually, but then new life comes from that. He made it sound like that's gonna end at some point, unless the variables, which are probably like ether and lumine, are introduced, and other like descenders. But it's very interesting. And like the whole thing with Mary Ann as well kind of made me believe even more that whole theory about the world itself. Because she was just basically like, oh, I'm dreaming things that, you know, different possibilities essentially. Different adventures that she wasn't able to have because she ended up getting killed, right? Presumably in Ellinnes, whenever the Narzissenkreuz Ordo had that huge fight with, I'm pretty sure it's the Maison Gardinage. Is that correct, though? And, like, Mary Ann was working as, like, a agent for them, and they were ordered to, like, raid the Narzissenkreuz Ordo. Hello, Diego. How you doing? Speaking of dreams, there was a lot of H.P. Lovecraft references in Fontaine's World Quest, and Azathoth, probably not pronouncing that, is basically the great dreamer god of the universe. Interesting. See, I don't know that much about Lovecraft, to be honest, but that's really cool. I should probably research that, because I think they've referenced Lovecraft before. Where are we going? What are we doing? Let's go over here, because I haven't explored over here that much. After the World Quest with Mary Ann, you can go back into the book with Anne. Then after the Ellinnes quest, you can go again with the doggo robot. Yeah, I did both. Very interesting. And also, I cannot wait, because like that's definitely not the end of those quests, right? We still have a lot more to figure out, because we just... Oh, I'm so invested in that World Quest line, and those World Quest lines, rather. Wait, Hydroflies, come here. Oh, I need a... Oh, it's down here. But yeah, like, that whole quest line was just perfection. Lots of things to think about. Have I met Henry? Wait, who the fuck is Henry? Wait, who is Henry? Or am I just forgetting? Also, you can see the chasm fountain from the dark space domain in the Book of Revelation. Yeah, like, if you look back, like, when you go in there, you can see the fountain. You know what? Let's go in there, because I actually never explored, like, that area. I just went through the quest, and I never got, like, the extra chests or whatever. Wait, this is not the right place. Wrong book. We need to go to Canotila. But on the subject of this girl, and like her calling Paimon a rainbow balloon with a string that extends towards the sky, and then the traveler as a world beast. Here's what's interesting about that. Like, on that subject, first Paimon, I see her being a rainbow colored balloon as her being representative of the Omni element, which has been teased like in the TCG and everything, represented by the Triquetra. Basically, it's all the elements combined, like the colors of the rainbow, that kind of thing. Now, as for her string extending toward the sky, who the fuck knows what that means? Or not even towards the sky, she said beyond the sky, like beyond the firmament, which is interesting. As for what that means, there's plenty of interpretations. I'd like to hear some of y'all's, but I think for me that probably means, she has a string. It's just weird because it just makes it seem like she's actually upside down because the string is extending toward the sky, unless we consider the sky to be beneath us. Because, you know, the world might be upside down. I don't know if that makes any sense. But on the subject of Ether and Lumine being called, like, beasts that will swallow the whole world, here's the thing. We've gotten, like... We've gotten quite a few references to, like, star beasts devouring the world. I'm pretty sure there's actually one in Vera's Melancholy. Something about that. Senor Inferno to slaying the Star Devourer, which is interesting because Senor Inferno, that sounds a lot like La Senora, especially since she was fire-based. Or at least, yeah, her original powers are fire-based. But then also to the new artifact set, or the artifact set before the new ones came out. What is it, Nymph's Dream? The one that probably is low-key about Ermin? No, that's the wrong one. That's not what I wanted. I want to look at the artifact stories. Where is it? Is it in equipment? There we go. We're gonna scroll all the way down. Yeah, Nymphs. No, not Nymph's Dream. No, it is Nymph's Dream. And it's the Fell Dragon's monocle. And the dragon is like saying, the star beasts shall drink the amniotic fluid of the world dry. And the amniotic fluid might be the waters of the primordial sea? Question mark? And then it talks about wiping away life on the surface world, right? And then the last part pretty much implies that this was Ermin. Especially since this is a monocle and Ermin is said to be one-eyed. It just feels like it's about him. But the Traveler being associated with like being a beast that swallows the world, that's so ominous. But it makes some sense, especially since Conria sees us as the Abyss. But like swallowing the world, that's an interesting take. I love the Melazines, specifically them being creepy and cute. Yeah, they're pretty cute. Have you noticed that there are 3 thrones in the area with Capellia and Capellius? Yeah, I just thought they were like viewing seats, but that's kind of weird because why would you only have like 4 little thrones? Or is it supposed to like be based on an amphitheater? Because I was reading about like one amphitheater that was kind of set up like that, where it had like thrones around it and then other seating areas. So it might be based on something like that. All right, let's actually go in here. Take me to the space. What is the story of the Goddess of Flowers and its parallel to Istaroth? Know some video about it? So, I know Ashikai has a video on it, so you can go watch that one. She has a really good video. talking about the goddess of flowers' connections with Istaroth.
The wind knows me.
And why, like, she either might be Istaroth or, like, connected to her. The reality is she probably isn't Istaroth, just because,
One with nature.
you know, there's a line that says she danced with the Moon Sisters, so she can't be a Moon Sister if Istaroth is also one. But then again, that's also a theory, not confirmed. But yeah. Which I think Ashikai even talks about too in other videos or something. But yeah. But yeah, that one's a good one to see if you want to look at that. And I completely agree with her as far as her, the goddess of flowers, being like a parallel to Istaroth. Sealy, what are you doing in here? Why is there a Sealy in here? Why is a Sealy in here? I saw on Reddit where someone said that the string going upward is similar to those hanging crows at the edge of the domains whose strings also stretch somewhere beyond the sky. That's interesting. Is Paimon like a moon or something, and we're the star that she orbits around? That was an interesting take. But yeah, she's definitely a fucking moon. Also, here's the fountain. Here's the weird fountain. It looks really cool. Also, I feel like we're gonna see another one given, well, this is fucking Fontaine, which means fountains. So I would imagine we're gonna learn more about this thing. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay, where do I need to go next? Oh, there's a chest over there, so let's go get that.
The wind knows me.
Oh fuck. Oh, okay, thank God. I thought it was gonna fall. Also, interesting that this place looks like the Enkanomiya ruins. And the Chasm ruins.
Time to
Like, this is super interesting. Which makes me actually think if this place is somehow, you know how it's basically implied that there are multiple ways to get into this space, and the other way is like through the Looking Glass, which is a reference to, of course, Alice in Wonderland. But I was wondering if these ruins are somehow connected to the ruins over here, since they also look like Enkanomiyan ruins. And then if you read the notes from the adventurer who went through here, it talks about how he found someone like suspended in animation, which I think is probably Carter, if you guys remember. He's the dude that Renee and Jacob experimented on, essentially, to try and cure his illness, but it actually just ended up turning him kind of into a monster that, oh fuck. A monster that couldn't die, essentially. Which is it kind of sucks. And then Renee talks about somehow like sustaining that dude's life. So I would think that he put him in like some sort of suspended animation. And we're gonna be able to access that area at some point whenever we, like, I don't know, get to finish the World Quest series. Because it ain't done, y'all. It ain't done. Hello, Silvar. Welcome to the stream. Don't apologize. At least you're here. Is that the reason why the twins travel from world to world? They drink the world's fluid to survive. The interesting thing about that is also, like, what's it called? In the Wings, is it the Wings of Dissension or the Sword of Dissension? One of them talks about them witnessing the death of billions of worlds or some shit. Not billions, but a whole bunch of worlds on their journey. So it does make you wonder if they're world destroyers. But I don't think they are. I don't think they are. But I mean, we'll see. Crap. This is a bad idea. I should have switched to a Hydro character. Yeah, it's practically the same as the Nameless City and then Enkanomiya. Like, they just straight up are. Die! Thank you. Oop, there's a cryo one up here. Wait, hold on. Let me read some comments. There's 4 Sealies in here, but why? It's also interesting because Child's constellation in Chinese is basically called Sky Swallowing Whale. So I guess there's a bunch of beasts like that somewhere, I guess. And Child in particular is special because he has that it, which may be the same it that Dainsleif has, which is really interesting. And also, Child is just, he's such an interesting character because he also found an ancient civilization under Snezhnaya. Like, did you guys read? What was it? Oh. Well, bye. He like discovered some sort of ancient civilization under Snezhnaya, and I'm kind of confused if it's Conria or not. I don't think it is. But it was basically like a kingdom with white trees, and a king was still on its throne, like dead, which is kind of reminiscent of how Deshret was described in some of the earlier lore, Sumeru lore, before we actually found out what happened to him. It was like implied that his body was still on his throne and being eaten away by maggots or something. But yeah, Child's gonna be an interesting character, y'all. Let's not sleep on him. Make sure to get all the chests in this place. They are quest locked and can't be accessed afterwards. Oh, wow. Wait, but I came back in here. This is after the quest. I'm already done with the quest. Or was it just the chests? I don't know. I'm confused now. Yeah, all sus places look like Enkanomiya ruins. Oh look, there's the other 3 Seelie that you were talking about. That someone was talking about.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
Okay, but how do I get back up there? If I can... How do I get back up there? Oh, herp dirt by taking the portals. Duh. Duh. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna do this in a second. I imagine it's for the other Seelie? Can I break down this door? Or not door, wall? No, okay. Very good. Then let's go to the top. Fuck. Like, are we gonna cause the destruction of Teyvat? People always associate us with sun and stars, but now a monster. Yeah, like... Well, there's a whole bunch of associations with the abyss and basically light and the sun, right? Because they're equal and opposite powers. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think, well, actually, we are gonna destroy this. We're definitely gonna get everybody out of this samsara or whatever the fuck it is. Like, we just straight up are. Okay, so that's 2. Now we gotta go back in here. Fuck.
Off we go.
Once I figure out how the fuck to do that.
The wind knows me.
Alright, there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So then it's safe to assume the primordial seawater is what cleanses people cursed by celestial powers? I don't know. The thing is, the question is, why does it only affect Fontanians? Do we know if it affects Conrians or, like, quote unquote, all people with sin? Because we're told that all Fontanians allegedly are born with sin, and that may have something to do with why the primordial waters suck them all up and spit them out as dead lady human juice. But we don't know, like, we just don't know what, like, What are y'all's thoughts? Why do you think
I will lead us to victory.
Why do you think... Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to do this puzzle. Yeah, why do you think the Primordial Sea is like looping up people, especially since it wasn't ever intended to do that? It's very questionable. Like, oh my god, focalors here. Hello, Spencer. How you doing? Hello, Scaramouche. Welcome to the stream, y'all. And the Traveler was likened to a monster that eats the world. Yeah, like, I don't know. Child says that even the Abyss, no one knew Skirk, implying the Skirk herself might not be from the Abyss. Exactly. Also, the hole he fell through also disappears. So where did the Fatui enter from? Yeah, that's... I mean, well, first of all, I imagine there's like multiple ways to get into the Abyss, right? From several different areas of the world. Where are the other Sealies? Okay, we're going up here. I guess. Maybe they're up here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it's the doggies.
One with nature. A round of applause.
Speaking of these, what do you guys make of like
Now disappear.
what's her face, Kenotila, basically seeing a completely different world than we did. And she allegedly sees the truth of the world. So like, I was just like, what is going on with this? Oh, you're still alive. Okay, this is not working well. Alright, you're dead.
Glory to the Shogun. Clouds high. The birds call.
Okay. Oh my god, just die.
Here comes the finale.
Lenny's ult is so funny. One of Child's eyes has corruption if you look closely. Interesting. What if Skirk is a descender? Maybe. I'm hoping she's part of the Hexen Circle. I mean, that doesn't also mean... Like, she could still also be a descender, but... If she's part of the Hexen Circle, that'd be cool. But that also makes me so suspicious about the Hexen Circle, because they're really fucking powerful. Because, like... First of all, Ryan Daughter creating all of these giant-ass dragons. Alice being able to create, like, her own fucking domain.
So long as the audience thinks that scene
And, like, make
leaving,
islands
no
rise
limit
out
to
of
the
the
number
water.
of
Like,
tricks I can
they're,
pull off.
like, they're OP. They're OP. Seems like they are all OP. Okay, y'all, I'm serious. Where the fuck are these Sealy? I want this chest. Oh. There is something that I haven't done over here. Good thing I saw that. And over there. Now, how do I get over there? Do you know about the voice in the fountain after the Archon Quest? I have heard that you can hear Farina's voice. I probably should have fucking grabbed a healer. I am going to die. But yes, I've heard that you can hear... Well... I've heard that you can hear Farina's voice and she's like crying. which is like sad, because obviously she's a complicated character, right? And there goes Cujo. Oh, I'm so dead. Yep, no. Let me get out, Bennett. Let me get out, Benny boy. Yeah, the Dainsleif quest is gonna be fucking insane. My crack theory that has zero basis is that Renee pulled some Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood bullshit to make Fontanian soluble. I mean, I'd believe that. But like, the thing is, the properties of the water of the primordial sea, I'm pretty sure like he was talking about the Remurians, which predate him by thousands of years, that they knew about the waters of the primordial sea and their properties, like what the waters could do. Fuck. Oh girl, I'm so dead. Okay, thank God, Bennett.
Everybody stand nice and spicy.
Fuck. Shit. Oh no. This is going horribly. Alright, we're okay. We're gonna leave right now. Right, the Melazines seem to have a backward perception of us. Like, I don't know what that means, though. All I can think of is that they're children of Ellinnes and he sees the world differently. Like, he thought what he was doing was good, meanwhile it was destroying everything. And then he realized that later on, right? So maybe it's something like that. And also, if you think about what the Abyss Order wants to do, they want to overtake the gods, but then they want the Abyss to also swallow the world. Which is not, it's a no-no. That's not good. That's like, that's no good. So maybe, yeah, it just has to deal with perception. I'm pretty sure we are supposed to see them now in Fontaine. Wait, see what? Sorry, I got lost in the comments. Who's your money on? King Deshret or Prime Zhongli? For what? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, where can we hear Farina's voice? Under one of the fountains. Which one is it, y'all? It's like one of these fountains. I still haven't gone personally, but yeah, I've heard. Is it there? It's somewhere in the city. But yeah, like you could stand under it and you can hear all the crying. Yeah, actually, let's find it because I actually want to hear it for myself. Someone direct us so we can hear it. My theory is that the Gnosis are Philosopher's Stones. That would make sense. I don't know. I got a whole new tinfoil hat for Remurians, starting from Remus being the mythological brother of Romulus who founded our world's Rome. See, here's the thing that's interesting about that. We've heard about the Remurian Empire before, and where was that? And where did we hear about it? You might ask? Oh shit, I don't think I have the bow, so we can't look at it on my thing. But it's mentioned in the Mitternacht's Waltz, which is about Fischl, and also mentions the Moon Sisters.
Wonderful. Surely enough to convince.
So I'm just like, interesting. See it as this way. Born from the Abyss equals sees the Abyss as good. I mean, yeah, that kind of seems like it's the case. But at the same time, Ellinnes was like, before my mother birthed me into this world, he was in like a cold darkness that was lonely. And he cried a lot. So like, was he born of the Abyss or something else? And also, did he... Clearly that means he existed before he was technically born. So what the hell do you think that means? Like,
Time to go.
did she like pull from like a stream of consciousness or something? Like to give him life? Like, I don't know. What do you think of the theory that there were 3 Farina people? 1 is Farina herself, 2 is the Lord of Emrita, and 3 is in the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, due to the 3 thrones at the Dancer Robo Arena. I mean, I don't know. Do y'all think Farina and Egeria are the same? Like the same-ish person while being 2 different personalities, 2 people, 2 different people, 2 different entities? Or are they just completely unrelated? Not like unrelated, but like it's not like they're each other, if you know what I mean. I kind of feel like they're different, but I don't know. Like they're not even like the same-ish person. But I don't know. Maybe that's just my bias. Oh, it's by the opera. Wait, it's the Fountain of Lucine? You need to have it at night to hear it. No, yeah, it's definitely implied, basically, within the game, like in 4.0, that Egeria was the previous Hydro Archon, because there's mentions of her, and also of her unifying the peoples and preventing the discord that happened after the Remurian Empire fell. Because of some sort of disaster that happened. Okay, so it's here? Alright, let's turn down the noise and see if we can hear it. Turn off the music, turn off the oh wait, no, I need the dialogue.
Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Oh, Hydro Archon, bless our child with health and wisdom.
But I just want our child to grow up safe and sound.
Yep, that was her. That was Farina, if y'all haven't heard it yet.
Who else deserves to take the stage more than Lady Farina?
Oceanids were born from Egeria. Okay, so here's the thing about that, though. Because it's also kind of implied that they might be spirits of the primordial waters, which makes me wonder... Y'all heard that, right? Or do you need me to bump up the volume? Yeah, it's really sad. But like, the Oceanids are also implied to be spirits of the primordial waters, which makes me wonder, Egeria, who was called the Queen of all waters, it just makes me wonder if she's like the spirit of the primordial sea. Like, I'm so confused as to what Egeria actually is and how she was born. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing with Ruka Devada. Like, when was she born? Was she born when Irminsul was planted? Or was she born after? No, like, I can hear it. Like, I can hear it clearly. But here, let me turn it up for y'all.
Who else deserves to take the stage more than Lady Farina?
Girl, shut up.
I prefer magic personally.
Girl, be quiet.
Oh, Hydro Archon, Bless our child with health and wisdom.
I think the next one's a trial.
That's all well and good, but I just want our child to grow up safe and sound.
Who else deserves to take the stage more than Lady Farina?
Oh, Hydro Archon, bless our child with health and wisdom.
I wonder where humans come from.
Yep, that was her again. It's very, very low though. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this back down a little bit, and we're gonna move the fuck on. 144p. It looks fine on my phone. Like, it looks clear on my phone. How is the quality? Like, it looks fine to me. Yeah, you can still hear even outside the fountain. Nope, that is not what I wanted. I wanted the sound settings. Alright. Alright, back to the dark place. So we can actually find these fucking Sealy. It's fine to y'all. Yeah, the NPCs talk over her, which is annoying, but... Alright, let's go back in here. You can hear her as long as you touch the water. No, you can hear her, like, as long as you're, like, near the fountain. You don't necessarily have to be under it. Or even touching the water. Okay, where's that thing that I died to? Oh, down here. Alright, but yeah. Hold on, let me kill this thing and then we'll talk more about war. What else did we learn in these quests? Oh, the world formula. I meant to talk about that. That Jacob Ingold was talking about. Oops, sorry, Guoba. Ah, fuck. There we go. And that's how you do that. And there's the other Sealy.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
So then the last one must be over there. Alright, which we will go to momentarily. Oh, and then I need to... No, yeah, this is where I need to go. Sometimes YouTube defaults to low quality. You just have to click the gear and change the video quality. Yeah. The twins are probably a variable in the world formula. Yeah. And then, like, you get the picture of the Sephiroth, or at least an altered version of the Sephiroth, because it doesn't include the last emanation, which was interesting. The thing is, that's interesting about the 4 that were circled, we'll look at it after we get out of here, actually, is that those, well, I'm pretty sure all of the emanations correspond with an archangel, but those in particular resonate with the archangels Michael, Gabriel, Haniel, and then someone else.
Guess this'll go into
One
my
other
magic
one, I
pocket.
can't remember. Michael, Gabriel, but it was another one of the major archangels. And if you don't know who Haniel is, that archangel is associated with the moon. So it makes me wonder if those 4 that were circled were associated with the 4 shades. Which, again, we'll look at it in case people don't remember what I'm talking about or haven't seen it. Oh. There's that stuff from the fucking Abyss Mage I knocked off. Uriel. Maybe. Yeah, probably. And the emanations were, what is it? Tiferet, Yesod, Hod, and then Nizak? I know I'm butchering all these pronunciations, but it was something like that. But it does make you wonder why the last one is gone, especially since the last one represents like the physical and material world. So what's going on with that? Kabla has some story about 4 going down to Earth or Hell, and only the 4th succeeds. That's interesting. That's very similar to the rule of 3 in Genshin, which is you got to do 3 times, and then you got to do something 3 times, and then a 4th time in order to be successful. And I wonder if that means like this is our 4th cycle that we're going through of the world. Whee! Alright. Now get into your fucking courts so I can get this fucking chest.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
Alright, now we can leave. Is there an easy way to just like... I'm guessing not. To get back to the room other than teleporting back? Figures I'm a Chongyun and he forgets that the last part too. Oh, Raphael. Thank you. That was the other one. It was Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and then Hanio. But Uriel is like the main one, right? Uriel's the other one that people usually reference, but I think in the Kabla it's actually Hanio that's referenced for the particular emanation I'm talking about. Oh, we literally have to like teleport back. Okay. What if the samsara of the world is the traveler's journey on a loop because we're already in the end game of the story, but are trying to find a solution, just like the Sumeru samsara? Yeah, I imagine it's going to be a lot like the Sumeru samsara, in that it might be the same situation where we are constantly put in samsaras and we don't remember each successive samsara until someone who's holding our memories for us gives them back to us each time. And then with each samsara we gain more knowledge and more know-how in order to break the cycle. Wait, you are not what I was actually going to read or talk to. This is what I wanted. Fuck. Fuck! There we go. This thing, the Sephiroth. Is Uriel associated with time? I'm actually not sure. I don't know too much about the archangels, other than like what I've read in passing, and of course their names. Like Michael being God's like warrior, essentially, the Prince of Israel, etc., etc. I think Raphael is a healer. Uriel is like, well, Uriel might be a healer actually. They're also androgynous and such. I know Haniel, which is another archangel, again is associated with the moon. Gabriel is something like, I don't even know. Our sister seems to have broken the samsara. That's interesting. Why do you think that? Onion, read the description of the new name card, the one with 2 shooting stars. Wait, there's a new name card? There's a new name card. Okay, let's look. I think, yeah. The one with 2 shooting stars. Have I unlocked that yet? Do you know what it's called? Oh, this. Orbits, probably. O Almighty Sovereign, the Universitas Magistrorum has provided the predictions you requested. The 2 stars have been captured by the world's gravity. After a lengthy orbital period, today their paths shall intertwine once more. After a lengthy orbital period. Okay, so first of all, this is probably someone from Conria. Just gonna throw that out there. Also, because of the Universitas Magistrorum, that thing, this isn't the first time that something Latin has been used in reference to Conria, a governmental body within Conria, which is the Regnum Concilium, something something, which was like headed by Ermin, and it seemed to be a governmental body. Because then, what was his name? Anfortas ended up taking Ermin's position when Ermin fell ill, or whatever the fuck happened to him. So whatever this universe, what does this mean? Someone, please Google for me. Uriel is associated with light. Oh, and wisdom. Okay, and alchemical knowledge. Interesting. Thank you for that information. The Regent of the Sun. Okay. Every update, I hope that another Traveler character story unlocks, and every time I get disappointed. Yeah, I'm wondering when they're actually gonna update that. Cause, girl, when? Paimon will always be loyal to Lucifer. Does that make the Traveler a fallen angel? That's what it seems like.
Wherever in this world I roam,
that's what it seems like. It's possible.
This blade. It is the last link I have to
because the Travelers, Ether and Lilene are definitely like, they're definitely Lucifer, or representative of Lucifer, because Lucifer is the morning star. The Travelers have been likened to the morning star. You know, light sun, light bringer, yada yada yada, all that. I don't think the sister has broken the samsara since they are logged in the world, in the history of the world. Yeah, it seems like they've become a part of it. And the way Nahida made it sound like they belong to this world, like, does that mean like in terms of they're from it, or rather the world has possession of our sibling? And I think it's the latter. I think the world now has possession of them, i.e. they are also caught in the samsara. Maybe? I don't fucking know, y'all. Uriel chills on the sun in a lot of text. Oh, interesting. Why won't Nahida use Ermin Sultry and delete the Fatui's existence once and for all? Well, first of all, I don't know if she can do that just willy-nilly. And also, while that would get rid, quote unquote, of the Fatui, that wouldn't like change. It wouldn't change anything that they've done. So like, there's a lot of places that would be fucked up. And also, that's like a massive change. That's a really big change. I don't know. I would assume there are limitations. Hello, Ariel. How you doing? Hello, Ariel Blue. You just tuned in? I'm really enjoying the patch. King Ermin didn't listen to his mother and played with a Red Rider BB gun. It put his eye out. Oh my god. That world formula drawing in the Book of Revelation looks exactly like the Sephiroth. Yep, 10 divine powers, concepts of existence, representing the power of God. Yes. Yes, it does. And that is very sus. Because I think the ones that are circled are probably referencing maybe the Four Shades. Maybe. But it's also just interesting that one of the emanations, the last one, which is Makuth, I think, is missing. And that one represents reality. So like, what is that supposed to mean?
Time to go.
It's like the connection between the divine and then the material world. So I guess that represents heaven no longer being associated with the material world, right? Because the gods don't really, like of Celestia, don't really commune with humans anymore. How'd you even get in this domain? You have to do, what is it called? The Book of Revelations? Or the Book of Esoteric Revelations. I think that's what the quest is called. So then you unlock this area. And then you can read the book and meditate, basically to go back into that domain. But yeah, you have to do the quest first. And you can find the quest. You can find Canotilia initially under this like waterfall. Like she should be like right here, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around here. Yeah, the world quests are amazing and I cannot wait for more because this one just, it was like short in my opinion. I actually like the long world quests because they drop so much lore. But like these were just like a little tease of what's to come. Ugh, I cannot wait, I cannot wait, I cannot wait, I cannot wait. And because of what this erase the Fatu is not so easy. Yeah, all they have it won't disappear. It erases people's perception. It's like it puts blindfolds on people's minds so that things are foggy. But even then, like, it seems there's some sense that people can have of like the original truth. Speaking of truth, going back to that conversation about music being like the truth sight potion, in that music reveals the truth of the world, that just makes Venti even more sus, to be quite honest. Like, he knows what the hell's going on. He knows. He's just not saying shit. And that's what's annoying. I'm kind of wondering if he's immune to Irminsul stuff. Like Irminsul shenanigans. I am wondering if he is immune to that.
If only I could get my hands on more shinies.
But we will see. Time will tell. I'm hoping. God, we need his second story. We need his second story quest. We need it in Fontaine. I swear to God. Oh, the prison. Yes, I want the prison of, or the fortress of, Maripede, whatever it's called. Because I feel like we're gonna do a jailbreak. We're gonna get Child out. Like, I cannot wait. And no, it's basically confirmed we're going there, right? Like next patch, because the Ice Wolf guy, he's like the overseer of the prison. So like, does that mean we're gonna see it? We're gonna see the prison? I hope
wonder
so.
what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now.
Yeah, Venti is everywhere. Also, again, it goes back to the Moon Sisters as well with music, because they are like huge musical references. They are literally called the Daughters of Prose and Song in Moonlit Bamboo Forest, I think. Or is it? No, it's not the Moonlit Bamboo Forest. It's something else. Or is it? No, wait, I'm pretty sure. No, that is where, because it's that spirit, that horse spirit that tells the little boy the story of the sisters. No, yeah, I think it is Moonlit Bamboo Forest. And then, of course, their names are Aria, Sonnet, and Canon, which are musical references. Free our baby girl child. Yes, please. Maybe when Venti goes into a long sleep, he is somehow able to avoid the effects of Irminsul? Maybe. Yeah, because we have no idea why the fuck he goes to sleep. Like, how does that serve him? But at the same time, how does that allow him to avoid Irminsul shenanigans? Will Yanfei come to save Child? I don't know, but it was kind of like, wasn't it implied that she's supposed to be here? Like she's gonna help us get out of legal trouble? Hopefully she comes. That would be interesting. All right, I've explored. Oh, 98% of this is explored. Wow. Let's do some underwater stuff because I haven't really done underwater shit. Like the cubes floating is confirmed by an elusive to be, or a Melusine, yeah, to be the Fontaine Research Institute. I think if it's the thing floating, so the thing that looks like Storm Terror's lair has to be the prison. Interesting. We will see. What's up, Magikarp? How you doing? What is this? Okay. Now, how do I unlock this? Oh, I need the Uisa block, or the Numa block. There we go. First of all, where is a power that I can steal? I guess I don't need one. Alright, now I need this. Oh, I almost said there's a Primo Gem. No, there's a Hydroculus. Y'all, I actually really like underwater exploration. It's just, like, it's just chill vibes. It's just very chill. I'm gonna need some firepower for this. Just came out of a birthday party and you're drunk? Oh my gosh. Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun, huh? I think there's probably more to Venti drinking, possibly. He has a lot more baggage than he's saying so far. Yeah, I think he's a drunk for a reason. Just straight up. Alright, this is what I need. Alright, now attack me. Thank you. I think my favorite piece of music so far, by the way, in Fontaine is the shit that plays in the Fountain of Lucine. That shit is catchy. It's just so good. Alright, where's the Hydroculus? Is it underneath this? Or is it above? Oh. Oh, it's one of those octopus things. Wait, thoughts on Ellinnes' connection to Durin and Dragonspine? Oh, well, like, they're definitely siblings, right? He's definitely a creation of Rhine-Daughter. Like, that is 100% the implication. But, like, you know how he said, basically, that, what the fuck? Well, how'd that happen? Basically, there's going to be a time where he's going to essentially be resurrected. And, like, I find that to be very interesting because it's like, he said that he died, but they're like not completely dead, obviously, right? They're definitely not completely dead. So that means we're gonna see them again. Or at least I hope. I hope they are resurrected. Okay, where? Oh, I should probably revive you, huh? Where's the Numa block that I need? But yeah, that'll be interesting whenever that happens, if it happens. You like to hear crying for Rena? No, I mean like the music that plays, maybe it's at night that it plays. But whatever it is, it's really catchy. Y'all, where is this block? Is it hidden behind here? No. Eh. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's a time limit on that. Okay. Or maybe it reset when I went up to the surface. Have you guys talked about Durin and all? Yeah, we have. A little bit, yes. Ellinnes is so interesting. Also, how many fucking siblings do they have? I'm guessing at least there's... Okay, well, wait. There's Albedo. There's the copycat Albedo, or whoever that was. Then Durin. Then Ellinnes. And whoever the fuck else. There's probably at least, like... How many more? I would assume maybe one for each region. But at the same time, that can't be the case because we haven't seen one for Inazuma or Liyue. So I don't know how many are left, to be quite honest. Alright. Don't mind me. Oh, we gotta kill these rays. Yeah, Wolflord ends up in Inazuma, right? So, like, I don't know, y'all. Fuck. No, let me go. Let me live. Oh, there's two chests. Wait. Oh. Okay, actually, that was a good thing. Did gold cause the Cataclysm? Well, one of those books blamed her. But, and then Dainsleif also implies that the art of Chemia did have something to do with its fall. So, or did have something to do with the Cataclysm starting. So, I mean, how am I supposed to get that? Is there some sort of underwater mechanism? But like, there's some confusing parts to it, right? Because it's like, should we look at Ryandaughtr as an evil person? I don't think that's going to be the case, because it seems like it was an accident, whatever the fuck happened. But at the same time, there's like lore about Ryandaughtr instructing them to go to other nations. And we know when they went to other nations, they caused like a whole bunch of devastation. Despite them being infantile and childlike, right? Because like, they're nice little people, little dragons. Like even Durin is depicted in the same way Ellinnes is, but like, girl, I don't know. Does anyone know how to get that? Or was it Ermin? It seems like it was like a combination between the sages from Piero's perspective and Ermin, and then probably Ryandaughtr. But who knows? No, seriously, seriously, y'all. Is there like a mechanism to get this hydroculus that I'm just not seeing? Is it that? It probably is that. Yep, it's probably this. Or not.
The wind knows me.
Never mind. Fuck. You need to fish once? God. They just make this annoying, don't they? Ah, shit. Do I need to actually catch a fish? Alright, well there you go. Thanks for the tip. Imagine if Skirk is secretly Ryandaughtr. That would be cool. So, unintentional harm. That's the thing. I don't know if it was unintentional? Well, actually, yeah, no, it does seem unintentional. It does. But at the same time, it's just like, what were they trying to do? What were they trying to accomplish? We know they were using the Abyss, so... If Ellinnes was the Melusine father, why'd they call New Villette their dad instead? Wait, why did they? Did they call him their father? When did they do this? When did they call New Villette their dad? Alright, let me get this. Did I miss anything from this area? Probably, but... is this supposed to be? I think... Okay, hold up. I hope they don't come up with the it was a misunderstanding that caused all the chaos. Well, here's the thing. I do think they are going to go for misunderstanding, but not in the way that you think. I'm thinking more in the vein of the misunderstanding between like the desert dwellers of Sumeru and then the forest dwellers of Sumeru. And like how the desert dwellers thought that Duca Devada had betrayed Deshret when she didn't. She actually helped him, and that was the true history. But the Academian sages were the ones that were lying about it in order to keep things basically segregated. And then they, of course, they used the wall to segregate the desert dwellers. And I think that entire situation is supposed to parallel with Conria and then Teyvat, for reasons that I kind of talk about. Well, that I, not even kind of, I do talk about in my Sinner video. But I imagine it might be some sort of misunderstanding. At least something is going to be. Because Conrians are convinced that the gods just, like, destroyed Conria for no reason. And that it was unjust. Which makes it even more interesting, because if they don't think they did anything wrong, then why? Why would the gods just curse them? Clearly Piero thought they did something wrong, though. And Dainsleif as well. Maybe? Actually, no, I don't even think he thought Conria may have done anything wrong. Who knows? It's just all very confusing. But we're gonna talk about it very soon. Wait. Did this do anything? Oh, did it do this? Or have I already done this? I may have already done this, to be honest. Nothing important lore, but have you met Berry Puff? Yes, the cute little seal. Speaking of which, I gotta go feed him today. So let's do that. I think this might be the last time too, because the last time I was here, he was almost fully healed. Uh-oh. What's wrong, Berry Puff? Alright, we gotta go save the fucking seal. Alright, that's done. Because forbidden knowledge is that bad, I guess. I mean, yeah. He said, I don't know, Clotar gave me more vibes of, I know we made a mistake, but my son did nothing to deserve this. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe they thought they didn't deserve their destruction because they helped try to stop the abyssal monsters. But I don't know, because it all happened simultaneously, like the destruction of Conria and then the Cataclysm itself. Are we actually gonna put this thing in the sea now? Oh, so I have one more time to do probably. Yep, because he's all healthy. Yeah, Berry Puff is cute. Piero clearly sees the sages of Conria made a terrible mistake, but maybe the cost was not justified. That's what I'm thinking. What if the curse of immortality and wilderness are not exactly curses, but Celestia's and the gods' way of trying to save them from the abyssal corruption, with the pure bloods having some resistance? But like, that's what's confusing though, because there were Conrians that were able to escape to the surface, but they still transformed. And if you think about the curses, remember what Dainsleif tells us during Requiem of the Echoing Depths when we go through the Nameless City ruins in the chasm? He says that the curse brands you on the level of the fate of this world, which I find to be a very interesting way to describe that. Because it's also kind of like, well, wait, were Conrians not at the level of the fate of this world before they were cursed? And what does that even mean? Okay, wait a minute. There's something special going on here. Is there something over here, or am I just crazy? Alright, I don't have the patience. Hang on. Oh, I'm about to die. Ooh, that was close. I need this little armor crab. Alright. There was an otter in here. These things are adorable, by the way. Like, look at him. He's so cute. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh. If you exist on multiple levels and only some are conscious levels. Yeah. It was a weird way to describe the curse, to be quite honest. But like, it just makes me go back to the gods branding them with a fate. And maybe initially they didn't have a fate recorded by Irminsul. The thing is, also, we have to remember, they were outside the purview of the gods. Like, Conria is technically not even a part of the 7 nations of Teyvat. And it's in the Abyss, which is considered another world. So does that mean that Conrians were not a part of this world, technically? I don't know. I personally think the abyssal corruption isn't exactly transforming or destroying anything, but instead increases the speed of erosion supported by Child's adventure in the abyss. That's interesting. Oh crap. With 2? Okay, hold on. Let them all come back in. There we go. Yeah, like... Yeah, abyssal corruption is interesting because people are also using it to become neo-humans, or rather, that was the term used in René de Petricor's notes. They're using it to transcend the laws of fate. Or in other words, become the loom of fate? Possibly? And yeah, it just kind of makes you wonder what it's actually doing to people. Because for some people it's corrosive, for others it's not. It's weird. Or not as corrosive, rather. But it's also just painted as like a pestilence that doesn't need to exist in the world. But it's also used for people to gain power. Like, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go on this little jet thing. Did you know that if you looked at the primordial water on the quest using elemental slight, it's pitch black? Like, not... Yeah, it's weird. But Teyvat is a continent. Is it a continent? Is it a continent on a larger planet? Oh, we're going this way. Also, the existence of the primordial sea kind of explains why dragons are based on sea creatures and also sealy. Especially if the primordial sea like covered most of the planet's surface. Though I don't actually think Neuvillette says anything about how much of the planet the sea covered. He just said it existed on the surface of the planet. And all life on Teyvat originates from it. What is this? I've never been over here before. Oh, can't get in there. Die! Alright, what is over here? You know how some people are asymptomatic? Maybe it's like that for Conrians, but at the same time, why are they like that? What makes them so special? Oh, I already did that. Wait, have I been here before? Now, how the hell do I get into here? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna need the trick. Like, what's the trick? Oh, that's the trick. Alright, that was easy. Now we move on. Wait, is this Ellinnes? Is that his fucking face? This is his face, right? Yeah, that's his face. Conrians are dragons. Interesting. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe only one of them is. Or maybe all of them are. Who knows? But we're gonna talk about that in the next video that I'm coming out with. What is under here? Have I been here before? I feel like I have. Yeah, I probably have. Is the Kane theory... If the Kane theory can actually confirm Nouvelette's identity, because in Byakuya Volume 5, they said that bishops who turn to human can use Kane. Oh, my gosh. They're just laying... They're laying it on thick with him being some kind of dragon. But personally, yeah, I think he's a dragon. I think he's the dragon of water. Is continent mistranslated? That always drove me crazy. I don't think it was mistranslated. I think it's an intentional... It's there intentionally to make us think about the true nature of Tivat. Because if it's a continent, but it's also on a planet, then does that mean there are other continents on this world? But Tivat itself is also described as its own world, which makes sense because it's kind of like a bubble world. It's like the primordial one put it and siphoned it off, or sectioned it off from the rest of the planet. At least that's what I'm thinking they did. The question is, why this area? Number one. Number two, what was going on to make them section off the rest of the world? Like, did some disaster happen and the world used to be... This is going back also to what I was saying about Renee's notes. Like, the enigmatic notes talk about the world's end, and Renee's basically calculated it with his world formula. But he's talking about that happening in the future. My question is, did that already happen to the real world? Like, to the rest of the planet? Because, like, if you also think about the whole point of the Anne of the Narzissenkreuz thing, when they went into the tower, it was just this dream that was occurring over and over and over again with no end in sight. It was like a samsara. And I said earlier, it happened because someone didn't want to stop dreaming. Someone wanted to continue to think of other possibilities. And I'm wondering if Tivat is like that. in that the world has already ended. That's the forbidden knowledge that we're not supposed to attain. The knowledge of death. And someone is trying to reject that fate. Because Irminsul constantly rejects forbidden knowledge, and forbidden knowledge is toxic to the world. And we know that forbidden knowledge seems to, like, kill things. So that's what I'm thinking right now. The forbidden knowledge is actually, oh, the world ended. We don't like that, so let's live in a dream where that didn't happen. But that can only last for so long. And you can never get rid of forbidden knowledge because, well, death is always an inevitability, and the world seems to always remember that death. Anyway, that's my brain rot for the day. Like how Deshret rejected the goddess of flowers' death. Yeah, they couldn't handle that. By the way, I'm pretty sure Istaroth is fucking dead. Well, first of all, she has to be if she's a moon sister, because the moon sisters are all said to be essentially dead. But like, I don't know. That's a whole other rabbit hole that we're not going down right now. That is a whole other rabbit hole. Okay, I feel like I've explored a lot, but I've only explored this area like 80%. So what am I missing? Where do I need to go? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over here because I don't think I've explored this area that much. What if fate is the shackle of the world that anchors everyone and everything to the world, and the abyss breaks those shackles, but also removing the anchors that hold the world and everything in one piece? Yeah. Like, I'm just thinking that it's literally just the abyss is just what we I don't fucking know. Because then there's also the question of the fucking travelers and where the hell they came from. Also, did you guys, speaking of them, did you guys notice that Marianne called Lumine a princess and then Ether a prince? And then once again, they were silent about it. They did not. She was like, oh, you look like a princess / prince. And then they didn't respond. So that's another thing, talking about them being princes and princesses. But the thing is, that's interesting. We know that the Abyss sibling is considered the royal prince or princess of Conria. But the thing is, why does the Traveler, like our protagonist, why does Ether, in my case, why does he know that he's a prince? Clearly it's not of Conria, though. It can't be. Right? Like, he can't... Oh, these things. Oh, shit. By the way, where's the Eidolon that you guys were talking about with 3 million HP? But yeah, like it can't be of Conria, right? Because they know they're like royalty, but then of what? Of their original world? Which makes it even more interesting, especially since we were told that story about, you know, the Gnostic Chorus and those two heirs. Which I will say on the record, they probably are not Ether and Lumine, but they definitely parallel them. Which is why Venti's like, this is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told. Or maybe he's talking to somebody else, who knows. But yeah, that always like struck me as odd. I have a crack theory. What if our sibling is the prince and princess and we're supposed to be the king and queen? And that's why we're all asleep. We were asleep. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know, the travelers are very interesting to me. Okay, so the top teleporter to the north. So this one? Alright. But where? Whoa, those lightning rocks just phased out of existence. Is this the right one? Well, probably not. I like the idea that the world was in ruin, to that in a bubble to protect it while the world heals, and the traveler find the bubble and will end up popping it. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is gonna happen, which is also why they're gonna quote-unquote destroy the world. Like, they're gonna just upend to that itself, I feel. Ooh, wait. What's this? You know, I always hate killing these guys because they're just so non-confrontational. But I need them for their little pearls. Okay, walk toward the domain. Alright. Oh, is it in this little cave system? Y'all know I'm about to die, right? Like, just straight up. Or is this... I feel like this isn't right. I don't think Intivat is from Conria, but became their national flower at some point? I don't know, it was really odd regardless. Yeah, well, like, they said they were created, right? In Conria. But it does make you wonder if they're based on, like, a different kind of flower, or that they are definitely, like, a recreation of a flower. Above the cave, and to the north of there. Alright, am I going the right way, y'all? Oh, there's the Hydroculus here. And of course it's on top of the fucking line that I cannot reach. Now, how do I get up there? I have to run from the Opera Epicless, don't I? Or just do it from here. That works.
One with nature.
How many Hydroculus can you get, BT dubs?
Time to go.
In this patch. There are 2 Eidolons? Okay, it's above the cave and a bit more north. Like 85, 80, 85. Okay. I get north and south confused outside of Liyue and Mondstadt. I get that. I feel that. Okay, so you said it's closer to the waypoint, but a bit more north of the waypoint. So like, girl, I'm lost. Just Google it. Fine, let me see. Give me 1 second. Oh, by the way, someone can fucking help me to understand. So Fortuna. What's the deal with that? What is the deal with Fortuna? Because at one point it's like described, like I get the concept because Fortuna is like the goddess of, or the personification of luck and the goddess of fortune and stuff like that. And, you know, you could either be lucky or unlucky. She's very capricious in that.
Surely enough to convince
So I get the
anyone to
whole
become
thing
a
with like the
wanderer.
destruction of civilizations and then their rebirth, which is what Jacob Ingold was talking, or not Jacob Ingold, Renee was talking about in his notes. But like, he was talking about Fortuna also being a concept that the Remurians had, which we know because if you read like the history about them, Fortuna is also mentioned in that, and that it belongs to like Remus, but it's also like a ship as well. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Yeah, what's the deal with Fortuna and Stella Fortuna? That's a good question. Have you watched the intro from the CVT? It looks interesting to me. Yeah, I've seen it. And it talks about like how we were separated from
Wherever
our
in this
sibling
world I roam,
and then put into like
I carry
nightmares or
memories
whatever.
of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Okay, so one of the bosses is on Ellinnes. Okay, but the other one that we're supposedly close to. Ah, okay. Okay, I think I know where to find it. I know where to find it. It's like...
Time to go.
It's like... Wait, hold up. It's over here, isn't it? It's like somewhere over here. Right here. Okay.
Follow the wind.
That looks very ominous. Yeah, I did it. Okay, now I'm gonna fucking die. Like, here we go. Here we go. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my... Going in. Let's light it up.
Ah, shit.
Into the fire! You're toast!
Oh no.
Curtains.
It was going somewhat well. Who is this? Why? Why are they here? Who are these little thingies?
Nice and spicy!
Let's light it up.
Everybody stand back!
Now disappear.
Shit. Shit. You know what? I probably need Hu Tao for this. I might bring her out. Oh shit.
Let's light it up.
Oh, Kazuha's dead. What? Okay, no. 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 Okay. Wait, hold up. You're also getting like a bad bit rate? Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. Cause yeah, it is kind of looking... It says my connection's good.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
How does it look now? I might have to change my settings later. I'm not gonna do that right now though. Should be okay now. No, now it looks fine on my phone. Like, it looks pretty clear.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
And there are 2 of those. Luckily, the other is much more easy. Well, Zhongli makes this easy mode, kinda. Okay, well, maybe we should switch it up then. We are gonna switch you, Linny, for Hu Tao.
Send one, send them all.
And we're gonna switch Zhongling for Zhongli. We're gonna have healer and shield, because I think Hu Tao's gonna be enough. The video compression is going crazy, Snail Whale? Oh shit. Are you reading chat from my phone? Yes, I'm reading chat from my phone. Because I would read it from my second monitor, but like, I think something went wacky with my motherboard, and now like the HDMI port doesn't work on my motherboard for some reason. Like, one of them does not work. So it's very unfortunate. Okay, where is this? I done forgot where it is now. Fuck. No, it's up here. It's up here. Oh, LP Curio, thanks for the super chat. In Jueyun, first Sealy wasn't cursed by an entity. Wait, what do you mean?
Solidified.
Oh, you mean like the first Sealy?
Order guide you.
Yeah, well, it says she was... Oh, his thing works. That's interesting. Alright, this is a lot easier with Hu Tao. Well, I'm doing a lot more damage, rather. Oh, well, I fucking... Remember how I said this was easier with Hu Tao?
Let's light it up. We go.
Duck! Zhongli, your shield's already gone. That like ate up the shield. Goodness gracious. Alright, I can't read chat. I can't fucking read chat. I need to focus on this. And it ate up the shield again. Goodness gracious. Oh, fuck.
Order guide you.
Everybody stand back! Higher, hands on fire!
Ugh, no crit?
Wind strike.
I'm out of stamina.
As one with wind and cloud.
Into the wind.
Stabilize.
And that's how you do it, folks. That's all you get? That's all you get from this fight? Not even a fucking chest? Fuck you, Hoyoverse. Fuck you. Fuck you, Hoyoverse. God damn it. Alright, let's go do the other one, I guess. That is nasty for them to do. So you basically just do that fight for funsies. And for an achievement. You know, it would have been cool if those actually were associated with quests. You know what I mean? And they like dropped quest items or something. That would have been something cool to do with it. Hu Tao is used to that. I mean, yeah. Oh, my Hu Tao's HP is not below 50. Gotcha, that's why. It's back in the dumpster? Fuck. I don't know what's going on today. You know what? They did something with the internet this past week in my neighborhood. Like, I have Xfinity, which, by the way, I don't like it. But they did something with it recently, and it's been going in and out since they fucked with it. So, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out after this stream. Oh shit, I did not mean. No, stop.
Let's light it up!
Alright.
Teamwork is true!
This is order.
Still, these are kind of cool bosses, but I just wish there was more of a fucking prize for this. Especially if you don't have, like, stupidly broken characters like Hu Tao and Zhongli for his shield. And fucking Hu Tao just for her damage. Like, she does so much damage. Ah, crap. Should have used Bennett before.
Everybody stand back!
Eh?
Gather. Order guide you.
Wind strike.
Yeah, this one is going by a lot easier. Like, the other one was like hitting like a truck.
Let's light it up!
Now watch me eat my fucking words and die. Ooh, that was close.
Everybody stand!
Crap. I had too much health. Now die. That is such crap. Those rewards weren't even fucking worth it. You should read the archive info on these Eidolons. Why not? Let's see what they gotta say about the little water thingies. Living beings? Today, with the Oceanids extirpated from Fontaine, strange elemental life forms have appeared in the waters. The elemental spirits that appeared after the calamity lack the elegance and beauty of the Oceanids and thus have been called tainted. Though the toxins dissolved in the water have long since been diluted and cleansed, unless there are still containers of pure water somewhere, Fontaine's waters will never again naturally birth Oceanids. You know what's interesting on that note about not birthing Oceanids anymore? There was also something mentioned by Boethius, who was one of the Harmosts, or governors, essentially, for Remus, that ancient god that lived in this region. He was talking about how like the Empire was building aqueducts, and with the aqueducts, Oceanids, for whatever reason, were disappearing. And it didn't seem like any were born. So I was like, what's up with that? Oh, we still have to read the other one too. All right, let's take a look at the last one. This one. This looks kind of cool. Today with the oh, it's literally the same. Okay, it is said that in Egeria's era, the Oceanids often lived alongside humans and lived in the springs of clear waters dotted across the lands, and through this, they connected the waters of the world. But most died with their god, and for the survivors, the world no longer has any god they recognize. Interesting. Makes you wonder why they reject Farina. Like, what's going on with that?
Order guide you.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna read chat in a second. I gotta... Oh yeah, the bitrate is like... Goodness gracious, what's going on with that? Ah, fuck. Yeah, the bitrate's not that great. I'm gonna have to change it. Hello, Nix. How you doing? Did you notice the mini Oceanid from the quest has a specter look instead of a Sealy head, I guess? Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It's very interesting. Like, little Anne is so cool. Do I have a Discord community? Technically, I do. Technically. Technically, but it's not open to the public right now. What's up, Star? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Wasn't it said in game about how Oceanids are born and that they need permission to reproduce? Yeah, like they were born from Egeria's... Well, there's two things. They were born from Egeria's tears, or they're actually spirits of the primordial waters, which may imply they weren't created by Egeria, but they probably were. But that makes me wonder about Egeria even more. But yeah, that's how they were born. And yeah, there was something about them reproducing. And that they needed like permission or something. I do recall that. What if the forbidden knowledge is the knowledge of time? With my theory that the abyss increases the speed of erosion because it is time, that's why Irminsul rejects it and Tevat lacks time, Dottore. Oh yeah, maybe. But the thing is, if Tevat lacks time, I don't know, that just makes it seem even more like... It just makes it seem like it's delaying the inevitable constantly. Oh yeah, sorry if it's already discussed. Who is the Oceanid that is hugging the tower in Archon Quest? Director, Vice Director, Lyris, Renee? No, so it's actually a representation of Narcissus, the fake dragon from the story. I think that was explained in the quest. And they were all confused as to why an Oceanid would be depicted as a dragon. Or rather, a dragon being depicted as an Oceanid. Egeria has Oceanids, and the Goddess of Flowers has the Jinn. And who do you think has the Seelie? The interesting thing about both the Oceanids and the Seelie... Or not, the Oceanids and the Jinn, sorry. The Jinn are literally the descendants of Seelie because they were born from a Seelie. But the Oceanids share a lot of design elements with Seelie. They're literally based on the same type of animal, which is a sea angel. So when you look at them, I would look at them as parallels to the Seelie, to be honest, which makes Egeria even more fucking sus to me. I told y'all, she has something to do with the moon. She has something to do with it, I swear.
Stabilize.
Into the wind.
I kind of want to bring Linny back out.
This is order.
All right. Yeah, this stream quality is not where it needs to be. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. I'm gonna have to fix it. Yeah, the moon and the tides are connected.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And
Well,
those
actually, it
that
looks
come
okay
across
now.
Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things.
It's okay
come
at
to
720? Okay, good. Gotta go, but have a nice stream. Thank you, Puniz. Or a good stream. Actually, I think
Osmanthus
we might
wine
be ending
tastes the
soon
same as I
anyway.
remember.
Because I'm hungry.
But where are those?
Shut up, Zhongli. We don't need to hear about fucking Osmanthus wine. Actually, let's go farm for some stuff. The last Hydra Archon was indeed an Oceanid. I think it's confirmed, and the Oceanids hate Farina, so I feel like it's unlikely, but at the same time, I have my thoughts about Farina being a fake. Interesting. But it's like, is she confirmed to be an Oceanid?
We'll be a traveling.
If that's the case, then that makes sense as to why Oceanids might also be called spirits of the primordial waters, which kind of implies that they existed maybe before even Egeria created them, quote unquote. But at the same time, she might be like a prime Oceanid, like the main one, kind of like how Zhongli is like the prime Adeptus. But I think she might be more like the first Seelie, who is the ancestor of the Seelie. Kind of that concept. She might be like the ancestor of the Oceanids. But maybe not an Oceanid herself? Or she just could be. I don't fucking know. Oh, this is what I'm switching you for. Let's see how this team does. Do you think the Genesis Pearl is like an ark housing information about humans? If so, do you think the materials used for it makes up the firmament, i.e. the eggshells? Maybe. I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of wondering if Paimon is the fucking Genesis Pearl for reasons I'm not explaining right now. It has to do with what we learned in 3.8. But I don't know. Your idea seems very plausible to me. Because that's also very confusing. Like, what fucking egg was the primordial one, like, born from? And then the eggshell was used to create the firmament.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
The wind knows it.
Booba, get them!
Here comes the finale.
Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Step right up.
I still have to get used to playing as this character because I'm still not. I don't like bow characters. And the twins have stuff related to Lucifer, a fallen angel, and the Celia are based off of angelfish. Interesting. Yeah, it's really sus. It's really sus. Like, what if they're like half Sealy, half human? All shall be revealed in the next chapter. You know the purple circles in Ellinnes? Apparently, according to Chill with Aster, they have letters on them. That's what I heard, right? Because like if you flip them backwards, it like says something, but I can't remember what it says. If someone could find that piece of information. Goodness. There's just so much that happened in 4.0. Now that I really think about it, like a lot happened. It just makes you wonder what we're going to experience in 4.1. Like, I'm already stoked for 4.1. We're getting a new region, or not a new region, but a new area of the region, right? Like, that's pretty much a given. But it makes me wonder. Well, we already talked about the Fortress of Meripede probably being available. Like, because we may be storming the fucking tower or whatever to save our buddy bud child. A friend of mine thinks that the real Farina is in the Oratrice because of the voice line he heard. Yeah, like it has its own consciousness, and I wonder if that consciousness was born of Farina's own consciousness. Because like I was thinking Egeria, but Egeria doesn't make sense because Egeria, she's in that fucking tree in Sumeru. Like, that's where her consciousness is rooted. But that doesn't mean that, you know, it can't be associated with the Oratrice, but maybe, Farina infused a piece of Egeria's consciousness in the Oratrice. Because she's the only one that knows, like, how it works, because she created the thing. But she seems to, like, she doesn't seem to know, like, what happened with the Oratrice and why it, you know, she was just as shocked as everybody else in the judgment that it gave for Child. So I don't know what's going on with that.
disappear.
Oh, that one didn't crit either. Oh yeah, I'm loving the ride that is Fontaine. It's so good. It sucks that they ended Anne's story in the most weird way. Like, is the room with the book and the dog weird? Like, I wonder what they're gonna do next. Yeah, I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen. You might want to see the new Don Hung trailer about the dragons. Since Genshin is in the same universe as Honkai, the informations could be used for Genshin 2. Yeah, I saw that. It was very... First of all, it was animated beautifully. Second of all, it's interesting. Yeah, everything like about the dragons and stuff, it's just all very sus to me. Like in Star Rail, because I just find it to be interesting that we got info about the Vidyadhara, which lived on an ocean planet, and now we have context for the waters of the Primordial Sea, which covered a lot of the surface of this planet. And the surface of this planet was ruled by dragons before the Primordial one came, supposedly. So I just find the parallels to be interesting.
As one with wind and cloud.
Everybody stand! Boba, get them! Eat this!
All right.
Nice and spicy! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Let's get this show on the road.
All right, Lenny, do me some work, or do some work. That's a pretty decent amount of damage. And like my Lenny's not even fucking optimized, like at all.
Into the wind.
His artifacts are not the best.
Step right up.
Damn, that did a lot of damage. But I have this feeling of the three operas. Oh, the three thrones. Actually, let's go there after I'm done in here. From the Ars Goetia now, there's a theory or idea that Orobashi was a brother of Farina or Egeria. Wait, can you explain that one? That's interesting. We can see the whole of Fontaine in 4.0. They will just unlock the areas later. That's interesting. Wait, we can see all of it? Like, we can see some areas, but like all of it? I feel like Farina's story might be an allegory of the moons, and they used to be 3. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a whole spin with Egeria and Farina on the Moon Sisters, because especially with like what they did in the desert with Egeria, Dukadevada, and then Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers. Calling them 3 mothers. Each of them has their own respective ties to the moon, though there's not confirmation for Egeria just yet. But Dukadevada definitely. And the goddess of flowers definitely. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm distracted. Ow! Ew. Alright, here we go. Fuck. Fuck.
Let's light it up. One with nature. Teamwork is dream. And voila.
Ugh, I need to figure out how to fucking play this character. I find it interesting that those Eidolon mini bosses are also in those purple circles. Yeah, the same purple circles that are like everywhere in Ellinnes, and also associated with fucking Renee and Jacob Ingold. Like those dudes fucking around with the Abyss. Ah, crap. I hate it when this happens. I'm actually gonna level this up. Let's see what it gives us. Do we take the robo dog back to Mary Ann's house? I only just got him to the Ordo room with Anne. I don't know if we can ever go back to that house because Mary Ann flooded the place. I don't know what they're gonna do with Seymour and Anne. Do you think Arlecchino might have set up Child? It's possible. Because, like, first of all, Lenny and Lynette are so suspicious, right? They were way too calm. Way too calm. During the entire debacle that was happening. Like, the trial and everything. They were just watching on passively. And then we also were told that they were trying to get to the Oratrice to understand how it worked. It just feels like they all set it up. I was also very suspicious of that one girl who was a pickpocket. I was like, are they working together? And I kind of feel like that's the case. Cause it's just like, there's too many questions and too many like coincidences. It all just feels like it's by design, but we'll see. And it may have been an elaborate scheme to get rid of the stagehand and expose the primordial water scheme. That may all be Arlecchino's doing. So yeah. Plot twist, the primordial one is Welt. Oh my god. I think it's gonna be more like Otto. More like Otto and Colin. And Siegfried, and Kevin, and Cecilia, and Aponia. All 6 of those characters. I think Child has a mission in Meropide, and Lenny put the guilty verdict in the machine to get him inside. So do you think Child is in on it then? Because he seemed pretty fucking surprised too. But yeah, it seems like... But like, I don't know if they would be able to alter the Oratrice unless they did somehow. Nah, crap. I need Hydro. Alright, I'm gonna have to change to Kokomi. But I don't know. Maybe Farina didn't actually make the Oratrice and just says she did as part of her act. I mean, that would make sense too. Like, what if it was Egeria's creation? What is the connection between Ellinnes and Enkanomia? I don't know if there's any direct connection, but it seems like there are some ruins that resemble the ones from Enkanomia on Ellinnes. So when Ellinnes died there, he probably unearthed some ruins. Who do I want to switch out? I'm going to switch you out, Zhongling. Very temporarily.
Take heart. Victory.
Wait, I didn't need to say very. Because temporarily is already an adverb and emphasizes temporary. Anyway. English grammar. There are 3 thrones at the opera where a tragedy struck at its inauguration. There are 2 tiers on the Oratrice and Farina on the throne. I'm getting triplets vibe. But the thing is also, what if we get another 3 set of gods? Okay, well, actually, it would be Farina, maybe, Egeria, and then maybe Remus. Because Remus, although we don't know the context, And we don't know how they were involved with each other, if at all. I think he has something to do with Egeria, because Egeria kind of took over once he fucked up and got his nation destroyed. By the way, look out for Remus to be a parallel to the primordial one, because that's 100% happening, as well as a parallel to Deshret and Ermin. Like, that is 100% happening. There's already similarities between them all, including Remus being a golden god associated with, which is associated with the sun. So expect traveler vibes from him. Expect all of that. Oh, and then music, because Venti is also a suspicious potential traveler from afar. So there's the music aspect as well. A lot of areas in Fontaine are full of placeholders, yeah. What are your thoughts on Numa and Uisa combining to create an animal-like color, like when they are balanced? That's very interesting, because if we think about that, Istaroth being the 1,000 winds of time, and then of course Venti, it seems like Animo is like probably the most important element in this fucking game. But that's also very interesting for reasons that we're going to talk about in the video after this one, actually. When we talk about the primordial one in the shades, and how I'm questioning what being a shade actually means.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Rest and rebuild.
Now disappear.
Those Eidolons are even called local legends, so they must have had something to do with containing the spread of abyssal corruption in Fontaine. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Have I played Liney's story quest? No, I have not. I have not, actually. I need to do that. I'll probably end up doing that today, but off stream. Either today or tomorrow. I'm not quite sure yet. Akivili is the primordial one. I mean, yeah, probably. The Trailblaze. Linny is too smart to not have recognized her. Yeah, it's just like weird. There's a lot of shit that doesn't make any sense. In Linny's story quest in Caesar's diary, he mentioned hearing the siblings talking about father and a mission, but according to Linny, he learned magic before he met Arlecchino, so there are some lies.
There's no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
Wait, how does that negate what the diary says, though? Like, what does him learning magic before he met Arlecchino have to do with anything? Like, as far as the veracity of the diary. Because Linny could only perform magic tricks, right? Like, he didn't have actual magic until he got his vision, which was when he was in the House of the Hearth already. That's a mistake understanding. He did learn it before meeting her. I love how Onion keeps camera talking. One more thing. I know, I'm sorry. It's just what I do. Alright, what is over here? You know what I'm annoyed by? I can't fucking farm for Nouvelette or Wolf Boy. Like, I wish we could just collect the materials for them, but I don't know if we can.
Time to go.
Because I don't know what they fucking take or what they need. And typically anyway, they always like make it so that the materials are like in the new regions that are unreleased, and I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed by that.
One with
I want to be able to pre-farm.
Step right up.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Please do read the lore of Capellia and Capellia. It's sus at best. Yeah, I need to brush up on that. Actually, you know what? Let's go over there and talk about these 3 thrones. Ugh, I wish there was a direct teleport point to these little dancers. Wait, hold on. I want to play the music that plays at night, because that's like my favorite track in Fontaine right now. At least I think it plays at night. Whoa, she's like... Oh, did you see that? She's like stuck. No, this isn't the track. God dang it. I'm gonna have to find it later. They learned more magic when meeting the guy whose diary they were referring to. Oh, interesting. I'll have to play the story quest. They need new materials, yeah. I figured. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these 3 thrones. Very interesting. And there's cameras here too. Yeah, this may have been like an ancient seat for gods or something. Then again, the Opera Epiclus wasn't built until like 500 years ago. 400 years ago, give or take. So, we're here now. And actually, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. For now. There will not be a stream next weekend because I'm gonna be out of town until Sunday. However, the week after next is when I'm shooting to release the Conrian video with like the updated stuff from Fontaine. Which isn't much, to be honest, because there's not much that changes my opinion, actually. It's more just adding context about Ellinnes and who else? Oh my gosh, what else? Kind of the stuff that was happening with Jacob as well, and like the Abyss. And then, of course, stuff from the Archon Quest that I was talking about during the Archon Quest. But yeah, that's all I needed to add. But first, where's part 2 of Sun and Moon? No, we gotta get through this mini-series. Remember, there's 3 different parts to 1.99. And then the door will be opened. I'm actually surprised I was able to climb that entire thing. They're so pretty. This is the one. Okay, this is the track that I love the most. This is like the best one that I like. I love it. Like, I love it so much. Goodness, it's so good. It's so good. But yes, thank you all for joining the stream. And I will speak to y'all soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Why did I say y'all? All y'all later. It's giving Swan, it's serving tragedy. Exactly. I love it so much. But bye, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your week. Or enjoy this coming week. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday.